Hi there, my name is Paul Mr. This video practical assessment 4 for CHCCCS019, recognise and respond to crisis situations. This is the third counselling session with Christine Baker. My volunteer has given consent to be recorded.
I consent to be recorded for this assessment.
Great. Hi Christine, it's good to see you again. Please take a moment just to get settled. And how have things been since since I saw you last session?
Not good. I just feel like my life is over.
So hearing you say that, it sounds like things feel incredibly overwhelming right now. I noticed that you seem to be a lot more distressed today than I've seen you before in our last sessions. Do you feel like you could maybe tell me what's been happening?
Yeah, look, Michael left me 2 nights ago. He had his suitcase packed and just told me it wasn't working anymore. And after everything, after I stayed when he cheated, he's gone back to her, and I feel completely betrayed. I'm terrified I will be alone forever now. I'm 38 and I always wanted children. I feel like the chance is gone, and no one will ever love me again.
You know, that's a huge amount of shock, loss and betrayal to be carrying all at once. Anyone in your position would feel devastated and scared about the future. You know, Christine, when people experience this level of pain, sometimes thoughts about wanting the pain to stop can come up. I want to check in with you about your safety. Can I just ask you, Christine, have you had any thoughts about harming yourself or ending your life?
Maybe a little.
Right.
I've thought about the pain just going away, but it's only happened twice since he left.
Yeah. Look, thank you for telling me. You know, when these thoughts come up, did you think about how you might hurt yourself or make plans?
No. I've never made any plans. I've never tried to hurt myself before.
Okay. So, what's helped stop those thoughts from going further, do you think?
Honestly, Paul, it's been my family. I know it would destroy my mum and my sister if I did anything, and part of me knows this. It won't always feel this bad. I'm hoping that it's not going to always feel this bad, even though right now it really, really does.
Yeah. You know, so you've had a couple of brief thoughts about wanting the pain to end. But no plans, no intent, and no history of self-harm.
No.
So I'm just kind of summarising this, what we've just discussed. And so you've got strong protective factors like your family and some hope for the future, do you think? You know, given everything you're dealing with, it feels really important that you don't go through this alone. Who do you have in your life that could support you right now, do you think?
Look, I'm really lucky in that regard. I have my mum and my sister and my best friend. I know they'd be there for me, but I just can't bring myself to tell them.
What do you think makes that feel so hard?
Look, I think I'm just scared that they'll judge me or blame me for staying with Michael. I'm scared that they won't love me anymore either.
Yeah. Do you know, part of you knows they care deeply, I think. And another part is afraid of being judged.
Yeah, that's true.
How realistic do you think these fears are?
Look, I know they're not realistic. I know they'd support me. I just don't know how to start.
Okay. Would it be okay, do you think, if we brainstormed a few ways we could maybe reach out?
Yeah. Maybe I could call my sister first, or I could invite them all over and tell them together, or text my best friend to ask if she can come over. I don't know.
Yeah, look, these all sound like really thoughtful options. Which one do you feel is more manageable right now, do you think?
Probably ringing my sister.
Okay. So, what might make that difficult, do you think, if you were trying to contact your sister?
I feel like I might panic or not know what to say.
Yeah. If that happens, what could you do instead, do you think?
I could send her a message asking her to call me, or reach out to my best friend instead.
Yep, okay. So, before we finish, I just want to summarise what we've talked about today.
Yeah.
So, you shared how devastated and betrayed you feel after Michael left, and how scared you are about being alone and not having children. We talked about the brief thoughts you've had about wanting the pain to stop, and you were clear that you don't have plans or intent, and that your family is a protective factor. So you've decided that your next step is to call your sister today to ask for support with alternatives in place if that feels too hard.
Yeah.
So is there anything I've missed or anything you'd like to clarify?
No, that sounds right.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing so openly today, Christine.